Going, holy crap.
It's really intense.
I'm struggling with it too. I really can't wait to see what this is. Like sweet, thick, dark.
So what does it look like when a beginner goes against a veteran in whiskey tasting?
Well, we'll have to find out. Veteran versus beginner. We're gonna do a little bit of whiskey tasting today. So off camera, me and Jordan were talking about this glass, and I think this is something that is going to need some time. So it doesn't smell bad at all right off the nose, but we're both kind of struggling to find something on this glass. I can tell that there's going to be something good there. Like it smells like it's got some depth and complexity to it. But right off the rip, it's not just like, oh, there's some caramel, there's some whatever.
It's quite a bit, it's lighter.
And then, so in case you haven't watched these before, veteran versus beginner. So I would be considered the veteran. Jordan's the beginner. He's kind of a little bit newer, more recent on his journey. I've been doing this for 5 to 6 years now. Tasted a lot of whiskey. So we're just kind of going over, documenting what it looks like when a beginner and a veteran kind of compare and contrast notes. This is going to be good teaching videos for people who are kind of getting into tasting, how to taste, what to look for, tips, techniques, things like that. So, all right, so been letting it sit for a while, smelling it. You picking up anything yet?
Man, I mean, I'm falling back to my go-to of like a light, a airy, a spring kind of ordeal, which I get for some reason. That's like the majority of my first note. Something with bourbon and the noses for me. I just think that maybe it was something I had in the past and bringing up a memory, but
well, so what I say with that is, because I get a lot of the same notes that repeat over and over again. And again, sometimes that's because it's bourbon. It's bourbon.
Right.
It's bourbon. Right. But what I would say that is that is something you can recognize easily and that you are really sensitive to and that you're good at smelling. So that's gonna be the first thing that comes through every time.
Gotcha.
All right. So if you were to do this with someone in Scotland or New Zealand or in Canada or South America, like, different cultures are going to pick up different notes a lot easier. So Americans are a lot sweeter, right? Everything we smell and enjoy sweet and bold, robust flavors a lot more. People in different countries they'll pick up spice a lot easier. People in Scotland, everything is a pancake basically. It's just it's unseasoned, it's unsalted, right? Again, I'm liking Scotch now. Don't hate on, but. Different cultures have different palates. So even within America, there's so much diversity. I think that's just that you pick up that really easily, really well. So that's always going to be the first thing that jumps out at you.
Gotcha. Maybe the more I'm sitting with it, the more I'm leaning towards, in terms of a broader category, spice.
Okay.
I don't know if I can narrow that down right now.
I will tell you, I'm actually really struggling with this too. So I get a fruit note, a dark fruit, like a slightly dark fruit, a slightly sweet dark fruit note.
Okay.
And also, guys, again, when you're struggling with these things, pull up a cheat sheet, right? Pull up a flavor wheel. So he's got a flavor wheel sitting by him. So it's, start with the big category first. What season is it? What is it sweet? Is it floral? Is it spicy? Is it earthy? And then you kind of subdivide those categories one by one.
Like for example, I'm gonna, in our cheat sheet here, I see fruit, baking, sweet, produce, and wood. Like for me, I'm probably gonna throw out like the wood category. You're
gonna throw it out? Okay.
Yeah. Kind of a process of elimination, if you will.
No, I like that. So I am kind of leaning down to these bottom three.
Yep.
So fruit, sweet, and baking spice. So I was telling him I got a lot of a fruit note on there, and I wanted to call it grape, and I think I kind of want to stick with that.
Okay.
You know what? I'm going to change this to a black cherry. So it's a cherry note, but it's very dark. It's very deep. And again, this is not just like unfolding and presenting itself to me. This is, I feel like we got to search this a lot.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with it too, I really am.
We're working with it. The more I'm sitting with it, the more, and whether this is power of suggestion, I don't know. I'm starting to understand a bit more of the fruit note that you're referring to.
Yeah. So
I'd agree.
I like the dried fruit category, and you especially get these in scotches because dried fruits are going to be concentrated sugar, right? So you've kind of eliminated a lot of the water out of a dried fruit, so the sugars concentrate. So that a lot of wines do that. Like they'll let the grapes sun dry, and then they'll make wine out of kind of sun dried grapes. So it's a higher sugar content. And I like the dried fruit note. So
you know what's funny is I almost said, for some reason, I'm getting a hint of like a wine almost.
okay,
I didn't say it because I'm like, this is bourbon, but at the same
I agree.
time,
So I'm getting. So that almost leads me to think this might be a finished product, like a wine finish or a sherry finish, because that was the first thing that I got was there's a dark red wine note in here somewhere.
which is funny because I started saying, when I started all this, I said like light and airy, but the more I'm sitting, like it seems like the darker it's getting.
Palate actually helped clear a lot of things up there. So I get a finish note on the palate. How do I describe that note?
Yeah.
I gotta drink it again. Hang on. Okay, so holy crap. Okay, so after that taste, go back to the nose. The sweetness has been enriched dramatically.
Oh yeah.
And man, I don't get that dark caramel again that we've got in the last three videos. And again, bourbon is, American whiskey sweet, bourbon particularly sweet. Like you're gonna get caramel on almost anything, but it is like sweet, thick, dark. You picked that up?
That makes me think it's gonna be over 6 years. But I don't know.
Yes,
we
but
worked
again,
really hard to get it.
finishes will throw you off. I still get the red note though. I get the dark.
Red is a good description,
Red.
I think, for this.
And I would call it, so first I called it dark cherry. I'm gonna call it a dark red cherry. So it's not like, I called it black cherry. I don't think it's maraschino. I don't think it's black. I think it's a dark red cherry. And I get a fresh floral note. A fresh, like it's not floral as in flowers, but like fresh produce. So if you were going to a produce store or a produce aisle, in the fruit section, the cherries, the strawberries, the oranges, the apples, and like it's wet leaves and it's fresh.
Yep.
And then you're sucking on a Werther's Original while you're smelling on it. Like that's it.
I'm getting a really oily mouthfeel too.
Okay.
Which I don't know what it is, but the last couple, that numbing. This isn't as intense as the last video we did with the, what was it, the Heavenly Hill?
Heaven Hill, yeah.
Heaven Hill, that's it. That was a very numbing mouthfeel to me.
That was, especially for, it was 106 proof.
I'm getting hints of that, but yeah, that cherry, that floral that I'm opening up, to me, I'm getting almost a bit of flower, like a flower floral note.
Okay.
But it's very light.
I would not be surprised if this is finished in some different barrel.
The finish for me is really intense back of the throat.
Okay.
Like it almost comes back up in terms of a spice. And I know like the ethanol can do it, but every sip I'm having, it comes back up with like a spice right on the back of the throat.
And this is your third drink.
Yes.
So that's something noteworthy. Honestly, I was gonna say it was a little bit lower proof based on just the mouthfeel. It didn't feel super tingly, spicy on the tongue.
I will say it's definitely, I don't feel like it's as intense as that 106 from last video.
No, not even close. So I'm starting to pick up there's a sweet cereal note I'm getting on this, but it's almost a dry note as well. So what's popping in my mind is honey grams.
Okay.
So those are not super sweet.
Right.
It's like that golden honey, but it's a little bit more on the grainy side.
Yeah. I get where you're getting that.
It's cool because the sweet stays.
It's
The
really
sweet
cool how
never
this
leaves.
has changed.
It is. It
from
is.
the beginning to now.
It is. I'm gonna give it one more sip. There's a drying on the mouthfeel as well.
Very. For me, I kind of switched it around that time, and the tip of my tongue,
Yeah,
very.
it's stuck. Stuck in my teeth. Yeah.
Yep. I still don't. It's not as much as the last one, but I still think we're right at 100 for me.
All right. What kind of whiskey?
Oh man, I don't think rye. Personally, I think it's the proof that's doing it for me. You said in the last video, like wheaters tend to be like sweet. What you said? Sweet.
Wheaters are
Wheaters,
a sweet, spicy dough.
Sweet,
spicy bread.
I'm not getting a lot of bread on this.
No, I'm not. I would not say this is a wheater at all. Not even close.
I would say bourbon.
That's a safe bet. It's always gonna be a safe bet.
But you said it finished. I really wonder if it is though.
I'm gonna say bourbon as well, and I'm gonna say it's finished.
Okay.
I almost want to go with a finished rye. But it's just. You know what? I'm going to. I'm going to say it's a finished rye because those floral notes, those spice notes, the fresh notes, and sometimes malted rye can throw that purple note.
Okay.
That kind of dark green purple herbal note. I'm gonna say it's a finished rye. I can't wait to see what this is. Over under 6 years.
I don't know. I was really struggling to get a lot of that. I'm gonna say under 6 years.
I am going to agree. I think it's right on that line because
I'm saying like 5.
Right, because if I think it's finished, which means it's got more barrel influence quicker, you can get a lower age statement with a higher age profile. But on the flip side, there was a lot of depth to that. We struggled breaking that apart. So, but I'm gonna go under, and then proof. What do you got? You said right at 100?
Right at 100. I'll say 101.
103.
103.
Okay. Redwood Empire Pipe Dream 101. You said 101?
I said 101.
You said 101. Okay. Very nice. Really, really good bottle. So let's look up the specs on this. So Redwood Empire. So Pipe Dream is like their first thing. It's their flagship brand. So they started out sourcing from MGP in Bardstown and maybe some other places, but I want to say it was mostly MGP Bardstown. Recently, they have started doing their own stuff. So they're California branded glass now. So 101 proof. It's a blend. It's a 4-grain blend of anything between 5 to 15 years. So there's no winning on that, right?
No.
And that's where we were.
We said 5. So.
Right. It's like, oh, I smell the youth. Oh, I smell the age. Right. Yeah. Okay. So there we go. So they describe it as caramel, vanilla, baking spice, just the general kind of whatever terms. So I'll have to look that up. But really cool bottle. So we didn't rank it. What do you rank that?
I'd give it a 74.
I was gonna say the exact same number. 74. Yeah. It's really good. It's not phenomenal.
Right.
It's something I could drink every day. It's something that I would never be disappointed with. It's something that I would recommend to anybody. I don't think you have to have a particular palate or profile to enjoy that. So we do a lot of Redwood stuff on this channel, and that's why. They make a lot of great products. They have low proof, mid proof, and high proof stuff. So go check them out. All right, see y'all next video.
Yep.